Hey guys! We're gonna pretend that my vanity isn't an absolute disaster right now. I feel like I look like a mom today. Am I crazy? Mamacita. Y'all, my grandma gave me this dress. Cutesy, but we have a dilemma. Do y'all see how it gets so short in the front because of my belly? Literally, my cooter is right here. The dress is barely covering it, but you know what? I'm gonna risk it all. Doesn't it look like so fake though? I keep telling people this when I go on live. I'm like, doesn't it look like I put a basketball under here and I'm just walking around? Like, that's what I feel like. Am I crazy? Let me know. We have a very busy agenda today, so I figured I'd take the YouTube gals with me. I've been super lazy and I feel like there's just so much left to do before the baby comes. Like, not even just baby, like her actual things, more like prepping my house. Like, I really need to clean, deep clean, like every crevice of this house. I'm trying to prepare also at work, like making sure everything is like organized, ready to go. Paperwork is done, meetings are taken care of, everything. Like, there's just so much, and instead of doing any of it, what do? I sit in my bed and scroll on TikTok for hours. But today is not that day. If y'all don't know, I have the biggest fear of needles, and you would think I'd be used to it at this point because the amount of blood work I've gotten done this pregnancy is sickening. But no, there's more needles today. I figured just get it over with in one day. So we need to go get some blood work done because I found out I had low iron and they recommended I get on iron supplements, and now I'm getting my blood work redone to make sure the supplements are actually working. And then directly after that, I made an appointment for both me and Carlos to get our Tdap vaccine because that's what they recommend when you're pregnant so the baby doesn't get sick. So far, me and Carlos are the last ones to do it. My parents got it done and my grandma got it done because honestly, those are the people who are gonna be around the baby the most, especially at first, like when she's first born, and like I need help as a human being, like not even just with the baby, like recovery. Those would be the people who are helping me, so they got it done. And I still have to go to work. I think I have a meeting later. Like, girl, I am so booked and busy. I got Carlos on phone call duty. He is currently contacting a doctor for Miss Baby Girl because I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. She don't got a doctor yet. And I'm making him do it because I'm still too like nervous and shy to call the doctors. Like, I get nervous calling my own doctor. Even when something is like really wrong, I'm like, hey, so I'm making Carlos do it. That's his problem, not mine. Can we just take a moment for the earrings? I've been kind of loving wearing fun, cutesy earrings. Usually I just wear hoops all the time. And obviously these are considered hoops, but I've been wearing like fun hoops, flowers, seashells, starfish, and I kind of want to like get more fun earrings. So maybe we could make a pit stop shopping. That's not really a part of the agenda. We can make it a part of the agenda if I have time. And I almost forgot to tell you, if you haven't been keeping up my TikTok, make sure you do, because that's where I post majority of my life updates. Here on YouTube, I've been not posting as consistently, so make sure you follow me, AlyssaBreeXO. But if you missed it, my baby is currently breech, and that's been like on the top of my mind every single day. I feel like bad. I'm like, oh my god, I keep talking about it, but it's just like, this is just, I wake up, I think about it. I go to sleep, I think about it. I'm just so anxious. Hopefully you guys understand. Hopefully you're not tired of me talking about it. I told my husband that too. I was like, sorry if I keep talking about it. I'm just like, I can't stop thinking about it. But long story short, she was breech a few weeks ago when I went to get a 3D, 4D ultrasound. Like an elective one, see her little face, so chunky. And I was a little concerned, but I was like, okay, you know, we still have a lot of time. So, but I did tell my doctor at my next appointment, hey, I did go and get like an elective ultrasound and they said she was breech. like, are you concerned? Like how much time did she have to flip? The doctor was like, you know what, let's do an ultrasound, because I also had gotten a pneumonia and I was like having trouble breathing. She was like, let's just get an ultrasound, make sure she's looking good, and while you're at the ultrasound, we'll just see if she's breech or not. But she ended up flipping head down. So I was like, oh good, everything's fine and dandy. Then I ended up going to the hospital for like the 4th time this pregnancy because of decreased movement. And they do an ultrasound there after doing all these other tests, and the doctor's like, oh yeah, by the way, baby is breech. I'm like, this girl is playing games with me. And for like a whole week I kept telling Carlos, I'm like, it feels like she's tumbling, like she's doing tumbling classes in there. That's how I describe it. I can literally feel her tumbling, and I thought I was just being crazy. I was like I was just being dramatic with the tumbling. No, she really was tumbling. So I'm gonna need her to tumble her way back down. Okay, I've been really stressed about it, and I'm gonna address it here. I made a TikTok that I haven't posted yet, but I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth here on YouTube because you guys are a little more like chill, understanding, you know, y'all are cool over here. People on TikTok are a little Looney Tunes, okay? But what the doctor had said to me, first of all, I always consult my doctor before like posting about these things. I'm not like, hey guys, my baby's breech, what should I do? No. As soon as the doctor told me that, I asked her, hey, about how many weeks does she have left to flip? She said around 37 weeks is really when she should be head down. I am 35 weeks now. 2 weeks! She has 2 weeks to flip, okay? Anyways, and she said at 37 weeks, then they would recommend that I go to the hospital and get her manually flipped. And some people on TikTok didn't know like what that meant. It literally means they're going to, I'm not doing it by the way, but they literally from the outside, they take your stomach, lube it all up, and they manually flip the baby. And at first I was open to it. At first I heard that and I was like, okay, like I'll think like I'll keep that in the back of my head. But then once I told my mom, if you guys don't know, my mom was a medical assistant and now she's a nurse. So she knows what she be talking about, okay? She knows what she's talking about. My mom was like, no, you can't do it. Like she was like, this is what my mom would do. She'll give me like all these horrible scenarios, give me all the reasons why I shouldn't do something, and then end it with, but at the end of the day, you know, it's your body, it's your baby. And even before I got pregnant, she'd be like, oh, you know, you're 25. Oh wait, I'm 26 now. You're 26, but you know. I'm like, you can't just end it like that. Whatever. So she told me like all the risks, and she told my husband too, and my husband was so against it. And mom was like, why do you think they have you do it at a hospital? Because there's so many complications that can happen, so you need to be there. And so I was like, okay, so I'm not gonna do that. I didn't tell my doctor yet that I decided not to do it. She just was telling me what my options were. And she said, if the baby is still breached by 39 weeks, then I just have an elective C-section. So let me address a few things. People were saying, oh, well, you could still birth a breech baby, like vaginally. I'm not doing that. I don't know what world you guys are living in. I'm not doing that, okay? I know that there's like a side of TikTok where the moms are like, all natural and your body knows what to do. Yeah, my body knows what to do, but the baby, she's not doing what she needs to do, okay? Not doing that. Second question was, what type of breech? Is she transverse or is she like all the way opposite? Her head is up here. I can literally feel it. Her head is up here, feet down here. So she's not sideways anymore. She was sideways at one point because I could feel it, and no. Her head's all the way up here, okay? Another thing, people were like, oh, well, people were recommending, oh, you can go get it flipped. I'm not doing that. Another thing people were saying is, oh, we go to a chiropractor and get it flipped too. I am never, ever going to a chiropractor. No. Even before I got pregnant. Chiropractors scare me. I know that they're professionals and they know what they're doing, right? Don't they go to school? Do they have a medical degree? I don't know. I know they go to school and I know they know what they're doing. But then at the end of the day, they are human. And it's like scares me. Like, what if they go, oh, you're paralyzed? I've seen that. I've seen some Facebook posts. Okay, I sound like a grandma. No, I will never, ever, 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 ever go to chiropractor. So if I wouldn't do it even before I got pregnant, I was like, I am not doing that now, not with my baby. And obviously people could say the same thing about doctors, like doctors make mistakes, but I'm willing to risk making a mistake with a doctor, okay? I'm willing to do that. Chiropractor? No, I'm not willing. No. So what I personally am going to do is just natural remedies. That's also something Carlos was like very against. Like he didn't even want to hear me out because he was like, what if you do something and God forbid something happens to baby? He was like, you will actually like yourself. Like you will never forgive yourself. You'll never, which like he is right about, but I'm still gonna do my natural remedies, okay? When I say natural, there's only 2 things as of right now that I'm going to be doing because you know what? If she doesn't want to flip, my mom kept saying maybe it's for a reason, you know, like she just doesn't want to do it. Maybe if she flipped, it would be unsafe. What if she like wrapped herself around her cord? See, like this is where my brain goes. Oh, I'm trying not to be anxious, but you know, so what I'm doing is doing my birthing ball exercises. People recommend doing like hip exercises on there. And I also saw other exercises where like you get on all fours for like a certain amount of time, not too long, obviously. Get on all fours, a little bit elevated, and it'll kind of like encourage her to flip on her own. So those 2 things, she will do it if she wants to. It's just a little bit of encouragement. I have seen TikToks of people saying like, oh, well, my grandma just wouldn't flip my baby manually at home. Are y'all nuts? Are y'all nuts? Maybe it's because I have the worst anxiety ever. And since I've entered the 3rd trimester, it has been like heightened times a million. But I would think of every wrong thing. And even at like, as I'm like doing these at-home things, I'm like, oh my God, like what if there's a reason she's not flipping? What if I'm like making it worse? Like I just have all these horrible thoughts that I don't really talk about on TikTok. And I don't even really talk about it anywhere. I only really tell my husband, and my mom knows a little bit, but I feel like it's normal. Like all my thoughts are normal. That's the only thing that helps. It's like I'll see, shout out to the vulnerable moms on TikTok. Like they will be vulnerable and be like, hey, I had these crazy thoughts. I had postpartum anxiety. I had this. So shout out to them. So I do know it's normal, but I feel like my mind is always racing and thinking of every worst case scenario. And the thing is, if I feel this way now, imagine when she's here. People, I get so much, like I get bashed a lot, especially when I mention on TikTok, oh yeah, my mom's gonna be around, da, da, da. Like I get bashed a lot for that. People are like, well, what about Carlos's parents? Did I mention his parents? I'm talking about my mom. I'm not even talking about nobody else. I'm talking about my mom. Like people get so mad, but there's a reason I say just my mom, because my mom understands how anxious I am. And obviously when she like comes and helps, she's not only there for the baby, she's there for, well, she's mostly there for the baby, but she's also there to help me. You know what I mean? Like me as a human being, me as her daughter, you know? I hope that makes sense. I feel like a lot of people understand. I feel like the only people that really like get offended when I say that are the boy moms. The crazy boy moms. Okay, sorry to be the one to say it. Sorry, I'm going on a rant. I'm going to rant about this whole breech thing, my anxiety. But I feel a little more safe opening up here on YouTube. But yeah, that's the situation right now. And I don't think I'll be, I don't know if I'm going to update you guys. Like, I feel like I will update you guys if she flips or not. But let's say I do end up having a C-section. I don't think I will share what day it'll be. I don't know. I don't think I would share that. I'd be like, hey guys, yeah, so she ended up not flipping. I feel like I would just keep the day a surprise, just so I don't get harassed. And also we really don't want our family knowing either. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but me and Carlos just both agreed, like we didn't think I was gonna have a C-section, but we agreed like when I went into labor, we wouldn't tell anybody. We just wanted to focus on my health and baby's health and focus on getting her out. We don't want to focus on answering all these phone calls, answering all the texts. Oh my God, is baby here yet? Like that's not what our focus was. So I think I still want to keep that same mentality even if I have a planned C-section. Let me know if you guys did that as well. If you guys went into labor and you didn't tell your family, and I'm not saying all our family. Obviously, like, I'm gonna tell my parents when I'm like going into labor. But yeah, let me know if you guys did that. If you like secretly went into labor, or you secretly went to C-section and then popped out and was like, hey, baby's here, and then you call everybody after the fact, because that's definitely what I'm gonna do. I'm just the girl who loves pink. How cute is all this? This is all for work. These are just my house and car keys. I do have a safety keychain in my purse. I got this new work bag from TikTok Shop. Then I got this tumbler from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I don't remember which one. And then the cute little straw topper from Amazon. Okay, we also have to take this to my parents' house. I actually have one more bag I have to bring, but I physically cannot carry this, my work bag, my purse, my camera, and my cup while walking through the parking lot. So we'll just take one. My mom has been the one washing and folding all the baby clothes, because if you don't know, at my apartment we have to pay for laundry, and I'm like, girl, I am not paying for no laundry, so do it free $99 at my parents' house. I bought the detergent and she's doing everything else. Bacon, 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 bacon. Ooh, yeah. Oh, who's the baby? Oh, my baby. Hi, baby. Hey. You're not going to be the baby no more. You know that? Oh. You want to tell everybody you're still the baby. You're still the baby. Okay, it's getting hard to pick you up. You're a little heavy. Just pulled up to Quest because that's where I have to get my blood work done. I know a lot of people say that they just get the blood work done right in their OB/GYN. Mine doesn't do that. I'm really nervous. Oh, I just realized the dogs freaking scratched me up. But I feel like I've gotten a lot better at it, even though I still like profusely sweat and I still get a little bit lightheaded and I start to freak out internally. It's better than how I used to act. Like, I used to have full-blown panic attacks getting my blood drawn. Like, it was bad, like, even as an adult. And I would say like half the time whoever's drawing my blood, they're very understanding, they're like very sweet, and then the other half of the time they would like kind of like suck their teeth at me like she's a grown woman, like, you know. So hopefully after I give birth, after that experience, I will just be like, oh, a needle, that's it, you know. Am I crazy for hoping that? Okay, I feel like I did pretty good. We just were profusely sweating. I feel like they couldn't see my face turn red because of my makeup. And I love when they actually know what they're doing. And like, I understand, you know, people have to learn somehow, especially like new people. Like, they have to learn. Somebody has to be a guinea pig. I'm not the guinea pig. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. No, thank you. But thankfully the lady was also very nice, because I'm not gonna lie, I do be telling them every time I get blood work done, or even just needles, I tell them like, oh, by the way, I'm really scared of needles. And she was really nice about it, and she was trying to like talk about the baby to distract me, so, you know, wasn't too bad. And I was literally in and out in like 10 minutes. Just pulled up to Walgreens, mate. We can do this. We can do it. I feel like, in my opinion, getting blood work done hurts more than just getting like a vaccine. Vaccines, like, once you do, that's it. But getting the blood work done, they gotta stick it in there and keep it in there, and then your blood's flowing. Like, no. No. But at least I'm not alone now, because Carlos is pulling up any second. Oh yeah, I'd let him impregnate me again. How romantic. A nice dinner at Wendy's. All right, I just finished my meeting. That wasn't too bad. It was only 30 minutes. It was me switching companies for my texting and emailing. So I spoke about this so many times on live, but if you missed out, I have over 30,000 text subscribers, and I think email I have over 100,000, which is crazy. But do not think that every time I send a text or email, oh, she's getting 100,000 orders. Like, I'm not even getting anywhere close to that. Okay, but it was costing me over $700 every time I wanted to send a text out. Hello? Excuse me. And you know what? I'm gonna be open and honest with you guys. I'm gonna be open and honest, okay? I don't think I've ever told you guys this, and I will never forget it. This was a year and a half ago, okay? I sent out a text. I sent out maybe 13 texts in a month because I was doing Listmas every day. So I was sending texts. Hey, day 1 of Listmas, new keychains. Day 2, there's a sale on Stunners. Day 3. So, and then I did a bonus day, right? Didn't think anything of it. I knew it was going to be pricey. I didn't think anything of it. And I don't get my bill until the following month, because obviously you want the full month to be up, and then the first week of the next month they're like, okay, the month's up, here's your bill. It was $17,000. 17,000. I almost dropped to the floor when I got that email. I was like, 17, like, are you, like, did you add the 1 on accident? Like, are you sure? And when I told my marketing team that, they were like, 17,000. So as soon as I got that bill, I wanted out of that. I was like, I want to switch brands, but I hadn't, like, I had forgot I had signed a contract with this company that I have to use them for 3 years. My 3 years is up though. This month is my last month with them. So now I'm in the process. I didn't realize how much work it was. Like, this is exactly why I hire people. How much work it was to transfer all the information, like your numbers and my customers' names and things like that. So you as customers don't have to worry about anything. If you're subscribed to text and emails, you're still going to be subscribed. It just takes time to get all this information switched over, but it is going to be so much cheaper for me. Because the thing is, I don't want to just stop texting and emailing. Like, that's so important as a business to have. But I was like, oh no. No. The price of this company, too much. So that's what the meeting was about. They let me go because then they started getting into the technological things, like, oh, you have to transfer the list of names. And I'm like, girl, I don't know how to do this. I was like, I'm out of here. So now I'm about to hop on live. But before I do that, I wanted to know your guys' opinion. So I had, oh, it still works. Okay, because I didn't charge it. So I had launched these alarms a while ago and they did okay, but then again, I hadn't really promoted them that much, not gonna lie. And of course, after I place my order, I get them in, the vendor's like, oh, by the way, I could customize your name on it if you want. Why would you not tell me that before I placed the order and already got it? Like, I'm not gonna lie, these vendors do that on purpose, because one of my vendors did that for my car emergency kits too. I ordered them and then after they delivered, they were like, oh, by the way, you know, if you want to order next time, you could put your name on it. Why wouldn't you tell me that they do it so that way you have to come back, because you're like, oh, that's like good. So freaking annoying. So this was my sample and I never actually went through with putting my I never actually ordered more. But what do you guys think? Should we like relaunch these with my Fabulous Boutique name? Or should we just overall discontinue the alarms? Because obviously my safety keychains come with alarms, but I thought this was a good idea to sell separately. It's different than the alarms on the safety keychains because it has different light settings, right? You just press it, it goes on, dimmer, or it could, you know, and I don't want to do it because my neighbors are here, but it's an alarm, and if you double tap this button, it's a sensor alarm. So if it moves, so you can put like on your door, like at your hotel, Airbnb. I think it's a really cutesy thing, but I don't know. I've kept the sample because I am going to keep this for myself, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So I think we just ran into a dilemma. I was just, I'm out of breath because I'm like bending over and all this stuff. I was just trying to get some like of my pink boxes so I can make it on live before I start packing orders. And I moved the box and look what we find under here. It's all wet and like I'm like nervous that it's gonna get all moldy. It's not smelly. That's a good thing. If you guys missed it, in my previous office, it's gotten flooded before, like completely flooded, like the whole floor. It ruined so many shelves. It ruined my MacBook because the wire was on the floor. So I'm not really, like, I don't know how that even freaking got there. The boxes are perfectly fine, but like, look, literally. But then again, well, now that I'm thinking about, there's plastic over it. Okay, that was a dumb statement, never mind. So I just texted my dad. I feel like anybody who has a good dad, then you just text them for everything. If you don't, then your dad sucks. I'm sorry. Sorry to break the news to you. He sucks. Like, that's just the harsh reality. Because the thing is, and then he'd be like, you only text me when you need something. I'm like, no. But then I look at our messages and it's like, oh, daddy, the car is making noises. Oh, there's mold on the floor. Oh, I can't lift this up. Can you come do this? Oh, can you come build this? I'm like, oh, maybe I do only be texting him. Maybe I do only be texting him when I need something. But hello, like, am I supposed to do it? I'm just a girl. I know that the movement nowadays is independent woman. I'm not no independent woman. I'm financially independent. Like, if me and Carlos never spoke again after right now this second, I would be perfectly fine. Besides financially, I'm not very independent, and I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. And you are entitled to do what you want to do. That's just what I like to do, okay? He texted me back right away. He said, that looks like mold. Needs to be cleaned. I'm sure the box has the box on the bottom has mold. But the problem is that the box is way too heavy for me to lift, so I can't check it. Like I said, the pink boxes are fine. I feel like it's because it was wrapped in plastic. So I just responded. I said, can you ... come and clean it? Or should I just have mommy come and do it? And y'all, before y'all tag me, my mom works for me. So if I just ask her, hey, can you clean this? She's gonna do it because she's on the clock. She's not on the clock right now, but I think she might be here tomorrow. I don't know this lady's schedule. People will be asking me that. They're like, oh, like what's your mom's schedule? Whenever she feels like it, she comes in and out as she pleases. She purposely tries to work when I'm not here because she says it's really annoying having her boss be here because I'm annoying. So yeah, he said, I'm still working. Not today. I'm talking about whenever. He thought I meant today. I know that they're working right now. Yeah, they be working late. So I didn't mean right now. That's not a right now problem. Wait, but isn't that bad if I inhale this? Isn't that bad? There's mold and I'm sitting here like, but it's in my office. Maybe I'll close the door. But there's no roof on top of it. Oh, he said, push the box back over the spot and leave it there. Okay, well, let's go do that because you know what? I didn't see it before, so if we just cover it back up, then the problem's not. It's not really there. It's just, you know, that's how I resolve my problems. Just got off live and it made me realize how freaking huge I am. I am now having issues with my belly and this table. Let me put the camera down a little bit so y'all can see. But like, I'm like trying to grab keychains. I'm like, oh, and it's hurting to bend over. So I either have to, like, if you don't know, this table could like, oh, well, you guys aren't gonna be able to see it, but it could move. So I was putting it either really low. I tried putting it really high, but then I couldn't reach my keychains. So it's just insane to me. Like every time I think, oh my God, there's no way I could get bigger, I wake up and overnight I get bigger. Don't ever give me these lime Tostitos ever again. These are disgusting. Quick little update on the whole breech situation. I'm fully convinced that she is sideways right now. I feel like at this point in the pregnancy, I can feel how she is. I can't tell what body part is which, but she was just pushing up against my stomach and it was all right here. So I'm like, is she making her way downtown? Oh, my mom's calling. Minnie, come get me. Come on. Come on, Minnie. Minnie, come on. She's looking. Minnie, come on. Come on, Minnie. Come find me. Why is she smiling like that? What I was saying was, I feel like she's making her way downwards. maybe I'm a little delusional, but the real test is the next time I get an ultrasound. I'm gonna assume they're gonna give me another ultrasound just to confirm or deny that she's breech, right? Question mark? I don't know. But let me tell you, this was mid. I just had like I just had box mac and cheese with some garlic bread. First of all, I burnt the bread on accident, okay? So that's already bleh. But I got the, like, is it Auntie Annie's? And like the organic with the bunny on it, organic. I was like, okay, because I just made a TikTok recently talking about how, you know, I'm a really picky eater, so the least I can do is like, okay, what I already do eat, my safe foods, let me swap it for like a healthier alternative. So I got like organic cereal instead of regular, organic mac and cheese instead of like Kraft. I got wheat pasta instead of, or is it whole grain? You know how like that's healthier than the regular pasta, right? I had the cereal for the first time. It was good, just wasn't as flavorful. And I feel the same way about the mac and cheese. I'm just like, where is the flavor? Like, I feel like if I just stop getting Kraft and I stop getting like Fruit Loops and Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I'll eventually just get used to it by eating it for so long. But right now I'm just like, I'm not really vibing with it, to be honest with you. I think I'm just gonna end the vlog here because I still have to go shower and I'm taking my butt right down on that bed, and I know as soon as I lay down I'm not gonna feel comfortable. It was a horrible night last night. I kept flip-flopping, my hips are hurting, my stomach is hurting, I can't get comfortable. And so I just know it's only gonna get worse because I'm only getting bigger. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if you guys have any questions about my pregnancy, about work, anything like that, put it in the comment section so maybe I can make another YouTube video or make TikTok video responses.